All right, pull up a chair. We've been through a lot together, haven't we? We've seen the world change, seen our kids grow up, and let's be honest, we've seen a few too many of our friends fade away far too early. You ask me how I'm still moving this well at my age. You want the secret? Well, I'm not going to give you some fancy medical jargon or a pill to swallow. I'm going to give you the raw truth, friend to friend. This is the conversation we should have had 10 years ago, but we're having it now because now is all we've got. Here is the blueprint for reaching that 100-year mark without spending your final decades in a waiting room. Have you ever looked at our old high school photos and wondered why some of those guys are already gone? Some are struggling to walk to the mailbox, and a few, the lucky few, are out there hiking mountains at 80? Most people think it's just good genes or a roll of the dice. But that's a lie we tell ourselves to feel better about our bad habits. The truth? Longevity isn't about what you do as much as it's about what you don't have. If you've made it past 60 and your check engine light hasn't come on yet, you aren't just lucky, you're sitting on a gold mine. It means your internal systems are still holding the line. But here's the kicker. Those 5 big diseases, the ones that take most of us out, they don't scream, they whisper. They erode you from the inside out for decades before they finally strike. I'm talking about heart disease, diabetes, stroke, cancer, and lung issues. These aren't just illnesses, they are the thieves that steal your ability to pick up your grandkids or drive your own car. If you've avoided them this far, you've cleared the biggest hurdles to reaching 100. But if you think you can just coast from here, you're dead wrong. We need to talk about how to keep those gates locked for the next 30 years. Look at the default path for most people our age. They wait for something to break, then they go to the doctor and ask for a pill to fix it. They spend their golden years managing symptoms, counting prescriptions, and waiting for the next appointment. That's the waiting room life. It's expensive, it's boring, and it's miserable. Then there's our path, the living room life. This is where we take ownership. We don't wait for the heart attack to start walking. We don't wait for the diagnosis to stop eating the junk that makes our bodies fight themselves. Before we dive into these 5 thieves, I want you to make a pact with me. Don't just watch this as a spectator. If you're tired of the aging as a decline narrative and you want to be the person still traveling at 90, hit that subscribe button. Let's build a community of people who refuse to fade away. Hit the like button too. Let's show the world that life after 60 isn't a waiting room. It's a victory lap. Now let's get real about what we're up against. The problem is that our bodies are incredibly good at hiding damage, until they aren't. Take your heart. It's the engine. But most of us treat it like a rental car. We let plaque build up, let our blood pressure creep up, and assume that if it's still beating, it's fine. By the time you feel the chest pain, the engine has been smoking for years. Then there's diabetes. It's not just about sugar, it's a slow-motion takeover of your entire system. It thickens your blood, ruins your kidneys, and dims your vision. It's like pouring syrup into a delicate watch. Everything eventually stops moving. And strokes? That's the thief of who you are. One minute you're talking to your wife, the next your speech is gone, or your memory is a blank slate. It's caused by the stress and the anger we refuse to let go of, tightening our arteries until they snap. Cancer is the breakdown of order. It's your own cells forgetting how to behave. And lung disease? That's the thief of vitality. If you can't breathe, you can't move. If you can't move, you fade. The silent killer isn't just one disease. It's the complacency that lets these 5 things settle into your life because you feel fine. Feeling fine is the most dangerous trap a 60-year-old can fall into. So, how do we keep the thieves out? We do what our friends who made it to 100 did. For your heart, be like my old friend George. He wasn't a marathoner, but he walked every morning and laughed every single day. He knew that laughter is medicine isn't just a Hallmark card. It actually lowers the cortisol that shreds your arteries. Consistency over intensity, always. For diabetes, remember Harold's rule? Eat until you're satisfied, not full. Stop feeding your body things that make it fight itself. If it comes in a box and has a shelf life of 3 years, it's probably not fuel for a century-long engine. For stroke and circulation, look at Ruth. She's 86 and her arteries are soft. Why? Because she never let anger stay overnight. Stress constricts your pipes. Forgiveness and deep breathing are literally vascular repair tools. Use them. For cancer, it's about cell stability. Margaret lived to 101 because she stayed vigilant and kept her immune system awake with tea, sunshine, and a calm spirit. Listen to your body. If something feels off, don't ignore it. And for those lungs, Leonard was right. Lungs are like children. They behave if you use them. Stand tall, breathe deep, and keep moving. Don't let your environment become stagnant. Filter your air, drink your water, and keep your gateway to vitality wide open. If you protect these 5 systems, the reward isn't just not being sick. The reward is freedom. It's the freedom to travel without a suitcase full of meds. It's the freedom to be the one teaching your grandkids how to garden instead of the one watching them from a window. It's the freedom of just Joe, living a life where you aren't defined by your symptoms, but by your curiosity. When your lungs are clear, your heart is strong, and your blood sugar is steady, your brain stays sharp. Your mood stays high. You don't just last, you thrive. Longevity isn't a number on a birthday card. It's a relationship. It's a daily commitment to respect the rhythm of your body. If you've reached 70 or 80 without these 5 diseases, you've already won half the battle. Now your only job is to protect that foundation. Eat simply, move daily, keep your mind curious, and for heaven's sake, forgive people. Don't carry that luggage into your 90s. It's too heavy, and you've got better places to go. I'm glad we had this talk. It's not always easy to hear, but you're my friend, and I want to see you at my 100th birthday party. Before you go, do me a favor. Comment number 5 below if you're committing to keeping your lungs and heart strong today. And call someone you haven't talked to in a while. Tell them a joke. It's good for your heart, and theirs too. I'll see you on the trail.